Hey, what's up, everyone? Brad Chmielewski here with episode 186 of Shatter The Vain. Coming a little later, it was Christmas over this past weekend. Hopefully, everyone had a great holiday. So this episode's coming out a little later. And then we got the new year coming up, so just a crazy time. Always a crazy time with work and just family and so many events and parties happening. So trying to keep up here with all these episodes and content for you here on iTunes or Stitcher, wherever you're listening to this, or on YouTube if you're watching it there or watching other videos. Just trying to kick all these out for you, especially with all the news and info coming about 5v5, trying to figure out how I want to adjust and change content not only for the podcast, but for the YouTube videos as well. So we'll probably be diving deep into 5v5 once we have access to that. I already got my golden ticket, so I'm getting in there. As soon as this new update is dropped, I'm getting access. We'll be playing, talking about it even more. Getting excited for everything that's coming forward for Vainglory in 2018. In this episode, we definitely go over some more of that the 5v5 news, and now that it's all settled a little bit, kind of reflect on what Belligerent and I talked about in episode 185. If you missed that one, go back and check it out. Go listen to the queue that Belligerent is putting out, a couple times a week. Was doing it daily, that daily content is tough. So always fun hearing what he says. They're usually about 20-30 minutes every one he puts up. Check it out. It's on iTunes. It's on YouTube. Go over there and listen to it. But that was last week's episode. This week, I have SuNzNick joining me once again. Last time he was on, he was in Gangstars. He was streaming. Now he's kind of transitioned out of that. He's got his own guild and team that he's putting together. So wanted to hear what he's up to, kind of what he's doing moving forward. He's looking for players, looking for people to join up. So if you are a guildless player out there, if you're looking for a group of people to play with, definitely hit him up. All the info is in the show notes and the description. So yeah, we talk about what he's doing. We talk about 5v5. We talk about some of the other news that's come out this week. And if you didn't get that Catherine skin, there's news in there's info in the description, because there was news on that, because some people are having issues there. And then I want to mention the Patreon page. That's over at patreon.com/ShatterTheVain. If you can support the show in any way, that would be amazing. I've been doing this for 186 episodes. So yeah, all for free, all because I love the game, love talking about it, love playing it. So I appreciate everyone that's been listening so long, been supporting the show in any way. It means a lot. So thank you everyone for doing that. And thank you to all the Patreons that are already backing. That is fantastic. Okay, let's do it. Let's jump into episode 186.
Shatter the Vain.
This is the 186th episode of Shatter the Vain. My name is Brad Chmielewski, and this is a podcast all about Vainglory. Every week, I try to break down the news, gameplay, game tips, and hopefully we can all become better players together. And every week, I'm bringing on people from the community, people that love this game, play it, do a wide variety of different things. And this week, I'm joined once again by Nick, or aka SuNzNick. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm glad to be back again.
Yeah, it's good to have you here, because a lot has changed in the short time since you were on last, which was only, I think, just a few months ago. Was it like September or October?
Around that time, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess if people didn't hear that episode, you want to give them a little introduction of who you are and kind of what you're up to now?
So, my name is Nick, or aka Suns. I am a Vainglory streamer and player, so that's pretty much about it of that. That's pretty much me. I live in the Midwest, so a lot of people might have, seen me around, whether it's events or just online or my own stream.
Mm. Are you still streaming quite a bit? I feel like I haven't seen you on lately? Maybe it's I'm missing the times.
I have been really busy
Yeah.
with something special.
Right. So, because the last time we talked, you were still in Gangstars with me, and shortly after that, you decided to leave to start your own guild slash team. I don't know. I guess you could probably describe it better than I can.
Yes, I left Gangstars about 2 weeks ago. It was fun, being with GS. They were really good people, really great family, and if I could go back, I would. But surprisingly, I have made my own guild, brand, starting org, whatever those three you want to call it, by the name of TeamOutFoX. Good job. TeamOutFoX.
Okay.
Based pretty much in the NA region, but looking for anyone pretty much around the world when it comes to other teams. We have a lot of stuff we're trying to do, and so just be mindful of and follow the Twitter as well. TeamOutFoX GG.
So, what made you decide, or what was the reason to leave Gangstars and start your own thing? Was this something you were thinking about for a while?
It was something I've been thinking about for a while. Let's just keep it there.
Okay.
There's a lot of it's nothing personal against GS. I love them so much. It's just a personal thing with myself.
It just seems like most people who listen or watch have never run a guild or been in like management level of a guild or a team, and it's a lot of work. So I was wondering,
It is a lot of work.
What drove you to want to take on that responsibility?
I've actually been in the management position when it came to running a guild or running an organization or other things like that. It didn't work well the first time, so I ended up stopping and seeing Gangstars, and I was like, oh, might as well try. I got in contact with staff and ended up joining Gangstars. And now I just decided to kind of go off on my own, try it again, and so far it's working well.
Now that you're a little wiser and a little more experienced.
Yeah. I mean, I can go around the community and ask people, hey, this, and it's like it's a very vast community of people who are happy to help. Even though we're all in competition together.
Right.
Low-key.
Yeah. So the guild is like, you have the team, and then there's also the guild. Is the guild more just a casual kind of play together?
The guild, yes, is a casual. The brand in total is called TeamOutFoX. It's not just the team or just the guild. It's just an entire thing. I am in talks with creating a team.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to join, you can hit up the email outfox 2018 at Gmail and send us just a picture of your rank, your role, your in-game name, and we'll get right back to you. You can also DM us you can DM myself. My DMs are open on Twitter, and the organization's DMs are open as well.
Are you looking to do a 5v5 team, or are you kind of sticking with 3v3 because we don't know enough information yet?
I am looking to making a 5v5 team.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in case the VIS and VGA want to flip something and be, hey, we're doing this now. I'm prepared.
Right. Yeah, that was something Belligerent and I were talking about on the last episode. Was there's almost no reason for any of these, I guess, tournaments, Vainglory 8, VIS, VGL, to half start 3v3 and then switch to 5v5. They either need to decide one or the other, and it's probably going to be 5v5. So a lot of teams, if you're a new team like yourself you're trying to put together, or these older teams and orgs, they need to figure out this 5v5 pretty quickly.
Yeah, we have, less than 5 months to figure this out?
Yeah, because there's no winter season of tournaments. That's kind of like their off time, which is smart. You need an off time in any of the esports because it just gets exhausting if it's go.
Yeah, it does.
So when the spring season starts, before that even starts, we're gonna know kind of going into it what it looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm waiting to see what VG8 or Vainglory wants to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I kind of want them to go to 5v5 because I've played League before. I've watched the LCS. I've watched the EUCS. Like, I've watched all that. Like, I've participated to the League community a lot before Vainglory came out. And now that VG came out, I was like, oh, hey, I can play this game now and actually get into it.
Right. Yeah, and so I guess as you're building this team, you kind of have to see, one, how much interest you're getting, and then as you grow from there, it's almost impossible to plan for 5v5 at the moment when that mode is not even out yet either. You can't even like practice or test for it.
Especially us, like, starting brands or starting organizations. We don't have access to, that stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bigger orgs do, like maybe TSM, Cloud9, the World Champions tribe. Like, they probably have access to that already.
Right, because we know it is on this.
Don't have it.
We know it is on the PBE. It's the small group of PBE testers at this point that have access to it because they got to play during the World. So it exists out there, and people are playing it. So we know it's there.
I just want it to come out.
Yeah.
The amount of skill that I put into League, even though it's not quite much, but the base that I know of League of Legends is definitely going to carry over into Vainglory.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that I'm using a mouse and keyboard. This, I'm using a phone with my fingers.
Yeah. Well, I think that leads into the news, and we can kind of talk more about 5v5.
Vainglory News.
With the holidays, there hasn't been a lot of Vainglory news, and although Belligerent and I kind of ran over everything we kind of saw on that first release and what we were thinking moving into it, now that it's out, we can kind of think, we've thought about it more. More people have discussed what they've seen and rewatched these games. Thought I'd get some of your take on it. I know we were chatting before the show, if we got to watch any of these. When they did air, it was super late for us here in the Midwest, so we didn't get to watch them unless we checked out the VODs or little clips later. But what are your general thoughts now that we have some more info about 5v5?
I like the new items. The fact that they're bringing a lot of items in just for 5v5. I don't know if they want to carry it over to 3v3. I hope they kind of do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially kind of the teleport boots are definitely going to come in handy.
We have no idea if any items are going to be specific for a mode yet, so that has not been clear.
I do, though, like the fact of the weapon and the crystal treant.
Mm-hmm.
Red and blue buff if you've ever played League. So leashing is definitely going to be a thing in this game, and that's one thing as a jungler myself, I'd love to have someone leash with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still think the jungle is going to be a hugely important aspect of Vainglory, especially with the timers we kind of saw from our pre-5v5 games. It looked like the jungle definitely spawned before the lane minions got there, so you had time to, like you said, leash. You had time to basically, the whole team could clear the jungle, and then everyone kind of go to their lanes and wait for the reset.
I kind of want to see it more played. Vainglory played more like League a little bit when it comes to 5v5, except having one jungle, one top, one mid, and two bottom. That whole role setup, I wouldn't be surprised if the community decides differently.
Right.
Because the community is the one that builds the meta. It's not so much SCMC who's like, oh, we have to nerf this, nerf this, nerf this. Okay, the nerfs happen, but it's the community that builds the metas. It's us as players who build metas. It's not just SCMC.
Right. And like so many of our carries, like if we think about that bottom lane with the support and 80 carry usually in League, most of the carries in Vainglory have already been playing 1v1 forever, and they're very good heroes just to stand alone on their own, so having that like second person there isn't always necessary.
I can see there being maybe two jungle and one in each lane. Especially mid lane is going to be probably where the most of the action is going to go down, with it being one of the smallest lanes in the game.
Hopefully. I think so too. And we did see like this past week, Arena of Valor release their, I guess, mode or game in North America here. So that US release was being delayed. We didn't really know when it was coming out. And then they kind of flipped the switch over this past week to kind of get it in before Christmas, before the iOS store closed and everything. So that came out just on the tails of Vainglory announcing 5v5, which I know a lot of people speculated that this was Arena of Valor kind of having to react to Vainglory. I don't buy into that too much because if anyone has run anything through the App Store, you have to tell them ahead of time when this is going to get released, and there's a plan in place. You don't just submit it and you get it released.
No.
Have you played any Arena of Valor since it got released?
I have. I played a lot. Well, a little lot.
Okay.
Like very minimum, because again, I've been busy with MOutFoX trying to get it all together, working with my staff and everything, trying to get it all prepared and everything out there. We do have the guild and everything, so
okay.
Other than that, like on my off times, I've tried to play Arena of Valor. It's a good game. I like it. The whole joystick with it isn't my favorite. Sure. I'm so used to Vainglory and just tapping on the screen. If it's like a joystick, feels like I'm playing like Smite or like League on an Xbox or something. That's what it feels like.
Right. Yeah, I haven't even downloaded it with the holidays and everything. I didn't even install it. I just kind of been focused on Vainglory. I have seen a decent amount of stuff from it. No, there's always like that, I guess, inner fighting between the two, and I don't think that will ever go away. I think that's kind of a positive for the mobile game community, even if there's kind of like, hey, look at this, we got this, oh well, we got this. You kind of need that back and forth, but it seems like people are liking it, and it's a good replacement, or I guess getting people who know Vainglory ready for 5v5, because there's a lot of people who played Vainglory who've never played League, who never had a console, who never had a PC that could play one of these 5v5s. So starting to learn that a little bit is probably positive for Vainglory overall.
Yeah, I both games have their successions. Both games will be up there. This is almost like one of those, how it like back in PC when Dota and League had their, people thought they were gonna, have, a battle and everything, but no, both MOBAs are pretty much like MOBAs in general when it comes to League, Dota, Vainglory, Smite, any of those, even was it Paragon, Paladin, something like that. Mm-hmm. We all feed off of each other. We all get ideas off of each other.
Yeah. That's positive for the games. The games get better. You need competition to get better in all the games. So yeah, I think that's good. But like the 5v5 mode for Vainglory won't be released until the next update, and then officially in February. But if you get a golden ticket, you get access to the mode once it's released in this new update in 2.12. I was able to get a golden ticket. I have an insane amount of opals, so I opened chests and got them. Have you gotten a golden ticket yet?
Nope.
Have you tried, or you just didn't?
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all that have golden tickets out there are lucky, because I can't even get one.
Man, I've seen a handful of people who haven't been able to get them. A lot of people have, been very lucky and gotten them. I just want... Oh, go ahead.
I did, though, get Vyra in a chest.
Okay.
So there is an upside to that. I did get Vyra.
Nice.
So I have every single champion or hero now.
There you go.
For once in my VG.
But for anyone who hasn't got it, it's not that long for 5v5 to get released just for free. Like, you're really only getting access for 3 to 4 weeks. Months.
Yeah.
It's not that long, because this update's going to get released probably in the next 2 weeks here. We haven't, because everyone's on vacation now, so we won't see it that first week of January, maybe the second week of January. And then February is going to come 3-4 weeks later, and you're going to have 5v5. So I would recommend, if you don't have a golden ticket and you used your opals and used whatever you had from Glory or keys, just wait it out. Don't throw tons of money at it because you're going to regret it. I think it's just
they're gonna come up with some sweet new hero, and you're gonna be like, I want it, but I wasted all my money on getting this 5v5
or
ticket.
trying to get it. Yeah, because if you don't get it, I saw one post about someone who spent, $20, used all his opals, and then threw more money at it. It's like, yeah, golden ticket's not worth, $200 in the game. Like just wait it out, enjoy 3v3 for a little bit longer, and just keep up on the content that everyone's putting out. So, and I think Vainglory will probably make it a little easier for you to get 5v5 tickets as it gets closer, because it's going to be in the download. When the new update's there, when you download the game, it's there. So it's very easy for them to change the odds for a chest so more people get access to it. I really think the 5v5 pre-release that they're doing is to test the servers, make sure the players can get in, there's no lag issues, just kind of bug test more than anything. So
yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of testing with SCMC, like a bunch of reading data, seeing if it works, seeing if their engine can run 5v5.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Right.
So as you said, just wait it out. Mm-hmm. You'll eventually get 5v5 when it drops finally in the oncoming months or weeks.
Yeah. But you did say you got your Catherine skin. I know a lot of people have been getting their Catherine skin. If you were to watch Worlds on that last day, you just had to click the button, and you should have had it unlocked. So you were able to get yours?
Yes. It took a while.
Okay.
But I got it because I was over here and be like, all right, so I killed about 50% of my battery watching this stream. I better get my Catherine skin. Me and my girlfriend were both like, we need those skins. We need them, please.
Yeah. And you had to stay awake for it too, because it was late. But
yeah, I seen Tribe win.
Oh, nice. So you came towards it when you woke up in the morning at that point, right?
Yeah.
That was probably the easiest way to do it for anyone in the NA, rather than staying up late.
I seen Tribe win.
Nice. Very good. Vainglory did tweet out a link if anyone's having issues getting the skin. If they think they watched it and their skin didn't get unlocked for anything, they tweeted out a link for it. I have a link in the show notes. Go check it out. It's a super easy form. You just fill out, enter your name, and hopefully they get it sorted out. They know if you click that button, they know what you click on in the game, so they can tell if you clicked it or not. And it's a free skin, so I think they're probably not going to debate too many people on it. So
yeah.
Then this past week, Vainglory also tweeted out that Apple put Vainglory as one of their best of 2017. Yeah, so that's awesome to see. I know the App Store has been promoting a lot of different games. Vainglory's been one this past month that they've been shouting out quite a bit, so that's cool to see.
Come on, Android, get on it.
I know, yeah. Does Android even have a best of thing? No one's really curating that as much as Apple does.
They have an editor's choice.
Okay.
I think that's all they have. Or pretty much whoever runs it, they have their choices in it. But that's about it. I don't know if they have a best of this or best of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the last bit of news is this community event that Vainglory put out. I saw this in game before I even saw the news or the tweet about it, and I didn't know what it was, to be honest. When I first saw it, I just said, it said something about getting rewards, and do you want to enter? It's free. I'm going to click that free button. I like free stuff, so hook it up. So if you click that button and didn't know what it was, this is the Halcyon Folds Winter Sleigh Ride. Basically, there's a meter there, and as it fills up, there's different levels of rewards. So for 10 million minions killed, everyone who entered or clicked that free button will get 1,000 glory. For 25 million kills, all heroes are temporary free until the end of the year.
Well, I already have all mine, so I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that, but you could jump on a Smurf for an alt account and get access there. If the community as a whole gets 50 million minion kills, you get 1 rare key. And then if 100 million minions are killed, there's 3 rare keys plus double the X golden ticket drop rate. So there we go. That golden ticket drop rate, like I said, they can tweak that algorithm and kind of up it a little bit. But this event only runs until January 1st. And I think it just crossed 25 million, if there. I don't have my iPad over here, but it is not moving up very quickly, to be honest. I don't know if you've seen it in game recently.
It really isn't. I'm about to go see it now. But yeah,
it's an awesome idea, and like I know League did this a long time ago when I played League, about like just if you did something in the league, if you did the community got involved to do something and it kind of ticked up, rewards were unlocked, discounts were achieved, and a lot of people were working towards it, and it kind of just, I don't know, it bums you out when you're kind of getting there and you're like, I don't know, I'm playing the game, this is all I can do, what's everyone else doing?
Best strategy ever, just go into a practice and just do it that way.
Just keep killing minions that way. Okay.
There you go. Just do that. You'll be good. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it counts towards it, but
yeah, I think
it's just past 25 million.
Yeah, so I don't think these 3 rare keys are going to drop. Maybe the 1 rare key might drop in time, but yeah. So I think it's any PvP game, so you can't jump into bot modes. So
yeah, it's just literally play. Like I might have my guild. Maybe all our guilds just need to get together and just grind out. Mm-hmm. Just like one weekend or something like that to just grind out all these minion kills.
Yeah,
and see if we can get it.
It's minions, so yeah, you're getting maybe 100 or so for each hero, or 2 of the heroes in each game. So yeah, it is a lot of games. But check out that event. Keep an eye on that. You keep getting free things unlocked. So if you entered, hopefully everyone entered. Like I said, it was free, so you had no reason not to join in. So that's all the news for this week. But I did see something really neat in the forums that I wanted to share here.
Forum static.
So on the forums, this was a message or a posting about a skill tier, I guess, arc, or just the data that represents where everyone is in the different skill tiers. Now, this is only data from Vain Social. So this is one of the Vainglory API sites that are out there that you can join in to see like ranked matches, get some info on what happened in the game. So this is not everyone playing Vainglory, but it's a good representation of it. It's actually the people that maybe care more about their how they're doing than the people that just kind of play. So these all may be skewed a little higher, but I think it's a pretty good representation. If you look at the graph, you see this nice arc where a majority looks like the players sit in the tiers 4, and 5, and then as it gets,
you can get out.
And then once you get out, as you get down to 6, up till tier 10, you just have this slow drop off of players and kind of the amount there. And then you see in tier 10, you have this kind of uptick where you see a bunch of players, which I was reading the comments. That's basically where Vainglorious Smurfs sit. So if you can get a Vainglorious silver or gold account, you do it again, you get 1 to bronze, you do it again. So you get this big uptick in Vainglorious bronze accounts because people just park accounts there.
Yeah, I don't even have a Smurf. Like, I'm going to be honest with everyone, I'm stuck in tier 4.
Okay. But
there's a bunch of factors, like I don't play much because I'm so busy, and then alongside that, like it's just.
But does something like this make you feel, like you said you're in tier 4, does it make you feel better knowing like, oh, this is where most people are? Like, it's kind of like, okay, I may not be playing a lot, but this is where a lot of people sit. The majority of the players are. You definitely are going to have queues the fastest, and probably pretty back and forth matches. Everyone does stupid stuff in the games. So if all the players are sitting there, you have some fun matches sometimes. And you get to play a wide variety of players too, or heroes and players.
I need to get out. I just need to get out. I've actually been having really crappy games lately when it comes to ranking, so I don't really rank much.
Okay.
I'm glad that, the percentage of it actually decaying is very low when it comes to tier 4. So I'm glad I don't have to worry about decay much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that could be why a lot of people are in there too. Like you said, if they're not having good matches, you get placed kind of in tier 4 when you're just finished your level 10 and you kind of play a couple ranked games. And then those players might play casuals or onslaught or blitz mode. And so they're not playing that many ranked games to kind of push themselves out. So you kind of sit there. Well, but it's...
I just need to get out. I want to just get to the next tier, or at least up to tier 8, because that's where like a bunch of my guild mates are at.
Yeah.
Well, they're all up there.
Oh yeah, usually if you start playing with people in those tiers, you just kind of move up pretty easily because it just starts to match you with those people and they help carry you through. So that's what a lot of people do. So,
yeah. If anyone wants to help me out, hit me up.
Nice. But so check out this graph, and if you haven't been to Vain Social, definitely log in and at least like get some of your data in there. It'll help this kind of information get better. I know there's a lot of people who maybe don't care about the APIs. I sometimes dip in there after a game to be like, that dude was really good. What tier was he? Or that person was really bad. What tier were they? Like I want to kind of know where they sit so I can feel better about how I played. But it's always neat to see each API site has some unique things, and so you kind of pick the one you like the best. So check it out.
I don't use Vain Social. It is okay. I like it a lot. I maybe pop in there once or twice, but I use more VG Pro.
Yeah, same.
A lot of people use that. I like VG Pro a lot better because it shows a lot of stats and stuff. I go over to Vain Social just to see what my actual skill tier is. Surprisingly, I'm lower than what I'm supposed to be.
Okay. Right, because
I'm lower than what I am.
Because they do like your true skill, which is what they call. It's not your MMR or your skill tier. It's kind of their own ranking of what the skill tier is.
And this is where you should be.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. I end up using VG Pro a lot because that's the one I remember. It's the easiest one to remember.
I'm in their server. That's the easiest one I remember.
But whichever one you want to use, check them out. All super interesting. Well,
they all help out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Like I said, it's a little short because it's the holidays. There's not a ton of news on Super Evil Mega staff. Most of them seem out. They were all, with Worlds, and then they all came back for the holidays. So I'm sure we're going to start to see more information. Probably after this new year, start getting more reveals of 5v5, more info about it. Probably seeing some of these monsters that didn't get changed in the pre-games we got to see. So we may get to start to see some of those models and just... more stuff about it. Should be fun. Suns, thanks for joining me. This was great.
Yeah, I was glad to do it again. This is probably one of my favorite VG podcasts to be on, even though it's my only one I've been on. But some little things I kind of want to say. If you don't have a guild or anything, please come check out TeamOutFoX. We're open to anyone joining of any skills tier, whether you're just beginning to VG Pro or VG Pro, VG Gold. Just hit us up in the emails, outfox2018@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter, TeamOutFoxGG, or hit me up on Twitter, SuNzNick. Just DM me or DM the team or email a picture of your skill tier with your past trophies, your role, and we'll either put you as one of the candidates to be on the team, or we'll put you as one of the guild mates, which we're wanting to get an active guild. We want to start doing a lot of events, and we have going to start bringing back our Saturday night guild streams that
cool.
we do, that I've started on my channel. If you check me out, it's just SuNzNick on Twitch.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully, especially with 5v5 coming, we're seeing more people kind of start streaming again, because I know that's been a huge fall off in Vainglory. Like, people, one, got busy, especially with the holidays and stuff, but just the game being like new and unique again, I think we may see a large influx of streamers come. So hopefully you start streaming again, especially with those Saturday night games.
I will start streaming. I actually had one yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I was streaming yesterday as well.
Awesome.
Just starting back up, getting everything together with a schedule, and I'll be back out there.
Cool. Well, I'll make sure I put links to all of this in the show notes and the description, so everyone go over there, check them out. If you're looking for a guild, team, join up. I talk to a handful of guilds and teams all the time, and most of them are full. It seems like it's sometimes hard to find a new one, an active one, and with good leadership. So always good to hear from you and hear what you guys are doing.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh.
Well, I'll be back next week with episode 187. Probably, of course, more 5v5 talk. Hopefully we get some more info. And yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow on Twitter at Shatter The Vain, and website shatterthevain.com. Take care.
Let's get this over with.